What's up, folks? You know who it is. No, it's not Trash LeBron Tuesday. It's Take a Break Thursday, folks. But you know me, you probably will hear that bastard's name a couple of times throughout this live. Now, folks, what am I going to talk about today? Hey, man, it was NBA day 2, night 2, or whatever. And there were a few games that I wanted to see. I told you yesterday who I was waiting to see in action. That's Victor Wembanyama. So when I saw that game down there on the Fire Stick, yep, there it is. I want to see that. Some other games I wanted to see, but that was the main one of the night that I wanted to see. And folks, if you watch ESPN like I do, that man had 40 some odd points. I don't know how many rebounds, double-digit rebounds, and who knows what else. A couple of blocks. He's shooting threes. He's dunking backwards. He's going up on the rim, dunking backwards, reverse dunking. He's catching alley-oops, reverse dunk. Folks, he's dunking on anybody who wants to get in the way. He dunked on Cooper Flagg. Well, actually, he didn't dunk on him. He drove past him at 7'6". He drove past Cooper Flagg, went up and almost did one of them LeBron dunks. You know that feminine looking dunk he always does. He did that, but it wasn't as feminine looking as when LeBron does it. But yeah, he went off, man. 7'6", through the legs, step back threes, and boy, I'm here to tell you, like I said, if he stays healthy, he gonna mess around. He gonna be the best player in the league. I did my math. They was down about 35 points, man. This is the Clippers with James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, and a decent team. They were catching a beat down first game. Come on, man. The Clippers done. Okay, you got a brand new arena, and this is what you have to show? No. We already talked about the Lakers in Houston. No, was that Houston they were playing? Oklahoma and Houston. How that had to go into double overtime because the refs did not make an obvious call. You mean I can yell timeout 3 or 4 times and be given a timeout sign, and then you let me by with that, and you send me into 2 extra overtime? Somebody could have turned an ankle, tore ACL, any numerous things. Why? Because the refs refuse to do their damn job. I don't like that, folks. I don't like that. I just don't. Who else did I see last night? Of course, Cleveland looks pretty good. Minnesota, New York lost. I don't even think Townsend played. Really, man, first game of the season. What you been doing, man, to where the first season come, you can't play. You ain't been in the league 20-some years like LeBron. I'm not going to give you that excuse. What are you doing to where you hurt yourself right before the season? I don't know. The Bucks look pretty good, but guess who they were playing? The Washington Wizards, where they shipped what's his name, his old teammate too. They were playing the Washington Wizards. I'm not gonna give you any credit whatsoever, folks, when you go and you beat the Washington Wizards. No credit. That's like me back in the day giving Dallas credit for winning games in their division. There was no competition in their division. And that's why when they got to the playoffs and played a real team, bye Dallas, gone. Gone. Who else did I see last night? Who impressed me? Well, Donovan Mitchell, he's a baller. He is a baller, but folks, it's just something missing. I don't know what it is. Maybe the league is just too good. And they're not good enough to take that next step. But Donovan Mitchell is the truth. He's a baller, but no, not much faith in them. Who else? Who else, folks? Atlanta played last night. I don't know if they won. It was a good many games on last night. But like I said, the one I really wanted to focus on was the Spurs game. And just like I was saying, that Wembanyama boy, he gonna woo-wee. Now, let's get off of that. And let's get on to some kind of political stuff. Folks, I don't believe in the political stuff. All this political stuff, I think it's a bunch of foolishness. I truly do. So I haven't been paying attention to what Stephen A. said about this chick in the Senate or wherever the hell she is. You in the Senate? You in that government? I don't trust you at all. You're assimilated. And you think you're going to change something. You ain't going to change a damn thing. So whoever this chick is, I ain't think about this chick. She's probably a Democrat. She's probably a Democrat. I have very little respect for Democrats. Why, Ed? Because they live in the gray area. They live in the matrix. For sure. Most people live in the matrix. That's Republicans too. But I'm going to tell you something. Let me get off of that. I was talking to my friend one day. And we talked about all types of stuff. But I brought up a question. Just a question that I threw out there. I said, let's say that there is a God and that Bible stuff is all true. Let's just say that. Is God conservative or is he liberal? And before I got the question, no, I got the question now, but it didn't take my friend 2 seconds to say liberal. And let me tell my friend something that I probably told him that night. Conservatives, liberal people, they don't make rules. Do what you want to do. That's liberal. You're not liberal and you got a book of rules out. That's conservative. If God, so-called God, or whoever, whatever you want to call him, if he was a liberal, there would be no such thing as hell. There would only be heaven. You could do whatever the hell you want to do. You're going to heaven. That's not God. He got a book full of rules. And you're gonna try to fix your lips to tell me he's liberal. No, I think that's a far stretch. That's the longest stretch that I done ever seen. Conservatives have rules. Not liberals. Anything goes. Abortion, anything goes. 80 million since I was a baby. 80 million. Talking about some Hitler. Hitler is a bitch to 80 million. He was responsible for a lot of deaths. Not just Jewish people, but all kind of folk when he started that war. But he ain't got nothing. His numbers do not compare to these abortions. You talking about innocent lives? What's more innocent than a defenseless fetus? y'all, y'all funny to me. About as funny as Satan. God is a liberal. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You believe that? You got problems. I felt so bad when he said that. Because people can say stuff that'll give me a spidey sense. My stomach will turn off of what some people say. No, bruh. And I'm willing to bet both my legs and two of my eyes on what I just said. Ain't no damn liberals. Liberals are in gray area. Well, what about this and what about that? My friend usually said, man, if you was born over here, you do what they do, and you do that. Man, that's been happening since the beginning of time, folks. That's what happened with Adam and Eve. They had rules to do. They didn't want to follow them. That's how this whole thing starts. And it kept on going. After they got their butts kicked out of that doggone garden and figured out who God really was and what they had done to screw themselves, they came back. But guess what? It's too late. You done crossed the line. But ever since then, people have wanted to do something another way. That even today, people want to do something the other way. I look at the Catholic Church. They're supposed to follow the Bible. And the main points of the Bible, they disregard daily. Daily. Don't be erect no statues, then praying to them and doing this. They do that every day. Do you know how many Catholics it is in the world that you can just totally disregard the Bible, and if you ain't disregarding it, you changing it? Yeah, that's what the Pope got. Man, these people crazy. These people crazy. These people crazy. You got 1,300 denominations of Christians. This stuff is funny. Because the Lord put out one doctrine. He didn't put out 13. And tell you can check. No, this is the Sabbath. No, I say this is the Sabbath. Wow, boy, we got a lot to deal with around here. But the thing, the Lord didn't leave us hanging. He left you a manual, but you don't want to use it. You know how I always say, boy, when I get a TV, you think I'm going through that manual? No, I'm hitting the power button. I'll figure all of that out later. That's what folks do. That's what folks do. Folks have never wanted to do what they were told to do. That's how you get all this stuff. My friend don't understand that. Oh, they didn't have writing back. What were they doing before they had writing? They was told what to do. And the best thing, if my parents wanted to tell me something, they wasn't writing me notes. They was telling me. So, whatever's whatever. Go ahead and think that. People love to live in the gray area. They want to make up their own rules. And that's the point, folks. That's LeBron in a nutshell. He want to make up his own rules, and so does his fans. That means you're stupid. If you're a man and you don't like competition, and you don't like going against someone else and showing your prowess, you want to make up stories, please. You gay. But anyway, folks, I'm going to let off now because I'm at my first delivery. Hey, folks, everybody that, are you, okay, let me read this. Are you from I'm not from New York. No, I'm not from New York. Born in Hampton, Virginia, grew up in North Carolina. You know that place where the goat grew up. Oh, yeah, I grew up 20 miles from the goat. Sure did. Ride past, every time I went to Wilmington, rode past Laney High School. But anyway, folks, I'm at the job, and I have to thing out the monkey. Man, screw them both. You got a coin. On one side is the Democrats, and on the other side is Republican. It's the same stank, demonic coin. And if you don't choose between the two, well, that's your fault. But anyway, I got to get out of here. Folks, I'll holler at you later on today, more than likely.